Okay, karibu katika kipindi chetu cha leo. Leo tutakuwa tunajadili kuhusiana na Form 2 National Assessment Geography 2019. Uko nami mwalimu Teule Amon. Basi tutaanza na swali namba 1, na swali letu ni la multiple choice, lina vipengele 10. Kipengele cha kwanza, swali linauliza one characteristic of equatorial climate is. In our selection here, we have normally A, we have letter A, low rainfall, B, moderate temperature, and C, low humidity, and D, thick forest. And our answer here is D. D, dada. This is because in equatorial climate always there is heavy rainfall throughout the year, and this will facilitate the growth of vegetation like trees. Hence, the existence of thick forest is inevitable. And an example of this you can see in the forest of Amazon and the Congo from Congo Basin. So, our question 1, Roman 1, our answer is D. For the Roman 2, the direction to which compass needle's point is called. Our questions asks us the direction to which compass needle point is called. A, magnetic north, B, true north, C, grid north, and D, compass bearing. Our answer here is A. The direction to which the magnetic needle always point is called magnetic north, and our answer here is A. If we want to explain more, the magnetic north the true north and the grid north. These terms, sometimes they can confuse a student. The magnetic north is just the direction to which the compass needle always points. And this is because the compass needs to align itself with the Earth's magnetic field. But for the true north, it's just a fixed point. A fixed point where always the globe directs. But the grid north is just a navigation term referring to the direction northward, the grid lines of the map projection. In drawings, you can draw like this. This one. This is a grid north. A grid north. This one at the middle is a grid north, but the true north is a fixed point, and the magnetic north, this is revealed from the compass as it directs, so as it can align itself with the magnetic field of the Earth. So our answer is A. For the third question, they've asked the cultivation of cash crops based on application of advanced technology is called. We have 4 options. The first one is subsistence agriculture. Subsistence agriculture, hiki ni kilimo ambacho kinafanyika kwa ajili ya chakula. Kwa hiyo hapa sio. And B, is a large-scale agriculture. Our questions asks the cultivation of cash crops based on application of advanced technology is called. For the subsistence agriculture, as I've said earlier, this agriculture involves the cultivation of food crops specifically for food. So this is not true, but B is large-scale agriculture. Exactly. Large-scale agriculture is agriculture that involves the cultivation of always cash crops. There is high mechanization. And it takes place in a large area. So for this question, our answer is B. For the small-scale agriculture, it resembles subsistence agriculture. As we see, local farmers, they're just cultivating crops for food. But for the mixed, it's just intercropping. So large-scale agriculture is exactly our answer. Roman 4, the condition of atmosphere that is recorded for a short period of time is known as the condition of atmosphere recorded for a short period of time is known as A, climate, B, rainfall, C, weather, and D, temperature. Our answer is C, weather. Weather is a condition of atmosphere that is recorded for a short period of time, specifically a day. But for the climate, this is an atmospheric condition that is recorded for a long period of time, approximately from 30 to 50 to 45 years. For the rainfall and temperature, these are atmospheric conditions. We add humidity, we'll have wind, etc. But its condition is weather, and this for a short period of time, but this climate for a long period of time. And you can see, for weather directs the activities that will be performed for a day. E.g., as you see me today, the way I've worn my clothes, this is because of our climatic condition have guided myself on which type of clothing can I wear. But for the climate, this will guide me which type of clothes I can buy, maybe for a year. But what I plan to wear today, it will be from weather. What to buy? From climate. So our answer, Roman 4, is C. But Roman 5, the 4 seasons of the year are a result of the 4 seasons of the year are a result of A, rotation of the earth, revolution, lunar eclipse, and solar eclipse. The 4 seasons of the year are a result of the evolution of the earth. And our answer here will be C. And this is because as the earth will be revolving around the sun, it will produce 4 seasons. There are summer, winter, spring, and autumn. While for the rotation, its results are only day and night. This is just the blockage of sun rays from reaching either the moon or the earth. So our answer here, the 4 seasons of the year are a result of revolution of the earth. And the seasons that are produced are summer, winter, spring, and autumn. Number 6, our question is the seasonal movement of herdsmen between lowland and highland in search of water and pasture is known as. The seasonal movement of herdsmen between lowlands and highland in search of water and pasture is known: A. Transhumance, B. Hunting, C. Pastoralism, and D. Agriculture. Mind you, agriculture on itself is a general term. That means it involves crop production, and animal keeping. Crop production and animal keeping. This is general. It involves up to fishing. Agriculture that will be done from both on land and on water. But for pastoralism, this is specific animal keeping. Animal keeping. Hunting. And transhumance. Our answer here is transhumance. There is the movement, seasonal movement of herdsmen. E.g., they are grazing their cattle in lowland, but due to the lack of water and pasture for their cattle, they should move from lowland to highland so that they can obtain water and pasture like grasses for their cattle. So our answer is A. You can witness from tribes like Maasai's, those Luos, Kalamajong, those societies that involve themselves with pastoralism. Indeed, they are not fixed as they be living in one area. No. In summer they be in a certain area, and in winter they'll be in areas seeking for water and pasture for their cattle. So our answer is A, transhumance. This is the seasonal movement of herdsmen between lowland and highlands in search of water and pasture. Number 7, it asks that when does summer solstice in the southern hemisphere occur? When does summer in southern solstice occur? It goes like this. As we have said before, that revolution, from revolution, the earth revolves around the sun. In its revolving around the sun, there are 4 seasons that are produced by it. And the earth revolves anti-clockwise from the Tropic of Cancer to the Tropic of Capricorn. And it starts from Cancer. This is Tropic of Cancer. And this is in 21st of June. 21st of June. And the season that we have here is the sun. In 21st of June, in Tropic of Cancer, we have summer. As I've said earlier, revolution takes in anti-clockwise way, as the earth will be revolving around the sun, but from the Tropic of Cancer to the Tropic of Capricorn. And then here, from June up to September, 23rd of September. It will be in equator. And we'll obtain equinox here. The earth will be overhead. Equinox. But from the 3rd of September, the earth will revolve again up to the Tropic of Capricorn in 22nd of December. And the season from equator to the Tropic of Capricorn, it will be autumn. But from 22nd of December, from the Tropic of Capricorn, and the earth continue revolving around the sun, it will come to 23rd of March. And the season that will be here will be winter. And here again, it will be in equinox at equator. And then from 23rd March back to 23rd June in Tropic of Cancer, we'll have spring season. So you can witness on how these 4 seasons, summer, autumn, winter, and spring, occurs per year due to the movement of the earth around the sun. So our question has asked us, when does summer solstice in the southern hemisphere occur? As we have witnessed, the summer solstice occur in 21st of June. So our answer here will be A. Number 8, it has a feature formed as a result of a long and fairly narrow stretch of land extends through plains hills or mountain is called? They've asked it a feature that is formed as a result of long and fairly narrow stretch of land that extend through plains, hills or mountain is called? Our answer here specifically is C. A valley. As you know, a valley is formed as a result of faulting, that is the pulling apart of the oceanic cluster and the continental cluster. As you can witness, this is a law. Primarily, it were together. We have the layer above there, and we have the second layer, and we have the third layer. After divergence of the continental cluster and the oceanic cluster, this cluster pulls one another. It comes to create a feature like this. Mind you, the first layer was this one, the second layer, and the third layer. So it has diverged itself. There is pulling apart of the oceanic cluster and the continental cluster. That's why we see the depletion down there. So this is a valley. A valley. I hope we are together. A valley. And our answer is C. But number 9, they have asked the wind blow from the sea to land is called? The wind that blow from the sea to the land is called? Our answer is B. Direct. This is the siblings. How it occurs? We have this is the land, and this is a sea. And here we have the sun. So our questions ask us the wind which blows from the sea to the land. As you remember, during the day, there is high temperature on the land. And because land has low heating capacity compared to water, so it wants air. And if on the land here there is high water, meaning that sea in water where there is high, there is high heating capacity, water will delay to warm up faster. And if water will delay to warm up faster, meaning that here on land where there is high temperature and the land also heats faster compared to water in the sea, meaning that it will create the condition whereby on the land there will be high temperature compared to the sea. And remember, in the area where there is high temperature, automatically there will be low pressure. And in areas where there is low temperature, there will be high pressure. Hence, wind will blow from the sea to the land. Here there will be low pressure, but here there will be high pressure. High pressure. And then wind will blow to this direction, from high pressure to low pressure. Then the air will be warm. Warm the air, and then it will descend again. Descending cold air. So, as I've told you, the wind that will blow from the sea to the land, it will be sea breeze. And this provides the cooling effect. It provides a cooling effect on the land to the air. And this is during the day. This happens during the day. Vice versa, it will be during night, whereby during night vice versa will be during night, and this will be, we have land and sea. We have land and sea, meaning that during night there will be low amount of temperature, and if there will be a low amount of temperature, meaning that on land there will be high pressure, and in sea there will be low pressure. And this is because during night, I said, during night, and this is because land heats fast, but it releases its heat early compared to water that warms slowly, but it cools slow. Meaning that the tendency of water to lose heat is low compared to the tendency of land to lose heat, as it warms early but it cools fast. So at night, where there is no sun, we can say the emission of light rays will be so slow, meaning that on land there will be low temperature, and if there is low temperature, automatically we'll have high pressure. And this side in water, where there is high temperature, due to the releasing of heat from the absorbed temperature during noon, there will be high temperature. And if there will be high temperature, meaning that pressure will be low. And if pressure will be low, meaning that wind will blow from the sea, from land to the sea. And this condition is called the land breeze, whereby wind blows from land to the sea, as it will be blowing from the region of high pressure to the region of low pressure. It's like this. Okay, our last question asks, the time increases by 4 minutes. The time increases by 4 minutes for every 1 degree of longitude when one travels from. The time increases by 4 minutes for every 1 degree of longitude when one travels from. There is answer A, north to south, B, east to south, C, west to south, D, west to east. And the phenomena of time is explained by this notation. From Earth's notation. And Earth rotates from west to east. Earth rotates always from west to east. And if this guides how time will be, and again this guides on where wind will blow, either from west to east or from east to west. So if the Earth's rotation is from west to east, meaning that even wind will blow from west to east. And again, people from east will be far in case of time compared to people from west. And it's the people from east that are the one who sees the sun first compared to the people from west. And this, as you know, from the longitude, if this is our Earth, this is our prime meridian. Our prime meridian, as we say, here we have 0. If it's 0, here we'll be having 90, and here we'll be having 180, and here we'll be having 270, and here we'll be having 360. If the case is this, if you start pointing in such a way, east, south, north, west, time increases. 4 minutes at 1 degree longitude. Meaning that, mind you, we have 24 hours, isn't it? And for 24 hours, meaning that for 36 degrees for us to have 24 hours. How it comes? And this is like this. I have explained before that the ethnic notation is the one that results in the increase in 4 minutes for one octave. It's this. 4 minutes? 1 degree longitude. 60 minutes is for 15 degrees longitude for 24 hours. This is 26 degrees longitude. It is. If 1 hour is equal to 15 longitude, how? 360 degrees longitude will have how? If we cross multiplication here, if we divide both by 50, our x will be 24 hours. So from this one you can witness that due to axis rotation as from the direction of west to east is the one that results into the increase of 4 minutes by to 1 longitude because of the rotation. So our answer here will be D, dada. Our answer is D, dada. So by this, our question 1 will be over. So number 1, our answer is D. Second one is A. Third one is B, C, A, C, B, and D.